We're live, boys. We're fucking live.
All right.
We're live like we always are.
2 beers. I got 2 things on fire.
I was born to be alive. What a time to be alive. Craig Passero is in the motherfucking building. This is the Come Up BMX, the world's greatest BMX podcast. yeah, okay. Yeah. Do it.
I'm Catfish today. And
Get way closer to the mic. What are you doing?
how's this song go?
Beepity boop ba doop boop ba doop boop boo. The Come Up TV.
Yeah,
We have Young Gleesh coming later, the rapper, and Catfish decided that he would come for Young Gleesh, but he couldn't quite make it for Craig. It's kind of fucked up, if you ask me.
Get in the mic, Craig. Come on. Get up in there.
Sorry, guys.
If you want to call us losers, say it to our face into the microphone. All right, so let's go back in time. Craig, do you remember the first time you met me?
The first time I met you was in Boston, Massachusetts, at a Burger King parking lot.
Okay. And
I think at least.
what were we doing? Do you remember?
Riding bicycles.
Yeah. The first time I remember you, actually, my story about remembering you is probably better than your story about remembering me.
See, I forgot that one.
So it was back in the day in New York, and we were at the Brooklyn Banks, and me and Muffin Man were sitting there, and we're obviously like the biggest haters in the entire world at this stage in our life. And Craig's riding, and obviously he looks like a fucking geek, like he still does. And he goes and he does a fucking lucky to feeble to bar. So, like, keep in mind, this is arguably one of the worst grinds ever, because your back peg stays in place the whole time. And then I just remember looking over to Muffin Man and just being like, man, fuck that kid.
Soul Rider, yeah.
And then later the day, we went to the bakery ledge, and we were riding the ledge, and there's mad Christian kids there with, like, Jesus saves stickers on their fucking helmets and stuff. And again, I'm, like, looking at Muffin Man and being like, man, fucking, these kids are so retarded. But, like, I thought Craig was, like, part of their crew, so I thought he was, like, a Jesus warrior as well. Which is funny now, knowing him, to imagine Craig.
I never knew that last part.
To imagine Craig caring about something.
I cared.
But you grew up in Locust Valley, correct?
Locust Valley, Long Island.
And so what kind of upbringing was this?
I don't know. Usual.
Usual? But people hear Long Island and they think that it's, like, super nice, right?
Yeah, Long Island is nice. I like it. Definitely a weird place to explain. Stuck on an island, a lot of people.
And you're what, like about a half-hour drive from the city?
Yeah, like, depends, yeah. Half hour to, like, Brooklyn, like, easy area to ride.
Right.
Maybe an hour to the city, depending on traffic.
And so who got you into riding?
My older brother. I actually
Okay,
skated
Tom.
when I was younger, and then had no one else to skate with, and my brother and his friends rode, so he kind of just, over time, got me into it.
And they, what, rode trails and stuff?
Yeah, actually, no, he rode street. We
Okay.
kind of rode trails, and then grew up near New York, so the Animal Dudes were our fucking idols, always. So that definitely made me like street riding at a young age.
What are you laughing at, Charlie?
I cracked a beer and I took a sip and I went. But I was far enough from the mic that you didn't hear
I hate you.
And
God
they
damn it.
didn't hear it.
So when did you start going into the city? Or what was riding like in your early days?
The city was funny because I had a train that would take me right in.
Uh-huh.
And at first, I kind of didn't even think of it as being anything since it was the only real city close to me. So that was just a city that was close to me.
Right.
And
So
it was,
as a kid, you didn't realize that New York was like the city?
I did not think of New York as a way bigger city than other ones. But it was dialed because in like maybe starting in 9th grade, we would just take a train in. Even when I skated, like go right into the city, Manhattan. If we wanted to go down to the banks, you could get there. And there was just so much shit everywhere you went. So
Right. Were you,
that was nice.
Were you good at riding from the beginning?
I guess if you want to look at it that way, like I guess came a little easy at first. Not easy, but whatever. Was obsessive about it.
You were obsessed from early on?
Yeah, if I get into something, it's 100% or nothing, especially when I was younger. Like, I played baseball a lot before it and then kind of just quit straight up.
Were you super good at baseball?
I don't know.
What position did you play?
Shortstop.
Shortstop.
You like wearing a cup?
I did not like wearing a cup, no.
Did wear a cup, though?
I don't even know.
Seems kind of bizarre to just assume that there's this really good chance you're going to get hit in the nuts while playing baseball, like of all things.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I did, but it was so long ago at this point, I can't
Cup
remember
hurts
shit.
just to wear and have on all the time. It kind of hurts a little bit. Like, it hurts your legs really bad.
Yeah, it just feels stupid. I don't think it's like worth the protection most of the time. It's so hard to ask Craig serious questions because like me and him have been like joshing around for all these years. I feel like you should ask him some questions here.
Questions for Craig.
We've been joshing for so long.
What are you working on right now, Craig?
Nothing.
Video projects.
That really jumping ahead there.
Oh, we're going chronologically?
Well, I was just asking him about being like 14, and you're like, so what you working on now?
We jumped all around in my podcast. I don't know. questions for young Craig.
God, podcast.
No, okay. So what about your deaf? So then you moved to
wait,
you moved to Boston. Wait, okay,
That's
go.
Can we talk about how good he was at skateboarding? He was
You were that
crazy.
good?
He really like could have been a pro skateboarder. We should. I'll send you some footage.
I don't know if I was that good.
Cut in right now of him.
I hate when
Like,
people tell me to cut in footage because it ain't happening. You're not sending it, and I'm not putting it in.
type into Vimeo Craig Passero and just look, and there's a crazy skate section on there somewhere.
Really? You have skate footage out there?
Like frontside flip.
Yeah,
like a 9
somewhere.
set.
Frontside
Back
flip
in
a
the day.
9 set.
No.
That sounds pretty good.
In a gap
No.
equivalent to a 9 set.
Kickflip something that big, but
Oh yeah, the
that's
kickflip.
about it.
All right, well, still, he's really good at
Talking
skateboarding.
earlier too.
Sorry, I hate talking about. I
Did
don't
you
know.
say Schubert?
That
Like
shit.
Schubert's here.
Yeah, we were talking earlier, like from like coming up, like just watching on videos on the internet. Like I see Craig's part to like that Bravery song way back.
Oh, word, yeah.
Like you didn't even know I'd seen it. Or, like
Yeah,
anyone's
that is
seen it,
funny.
but, like,
Wait, we're talking about skate section, or
no, that's bike section.
can you
Just
point that in
old
your
shit.
mouth?
Way
We're talking
back,
like
though.
above it. What section is he
We're gonna
talking
test it.
about? Because I remember first
I don't
finding out about you
remember
through the Def Grip edit.
That it was the one that got that one.
Okay.
I like made a little edit.
Oh, it was before that. Talking
and
about-
then I made a little edit, and then I don't know. I think Superfly, Super BMX, Johnson
yeah, yeah.
Farlow. I think showed it to Nuno, and then got me a Death Grip edit, and then I got hooked up by Sunday that way. It was really weird
Right.
because I was definitely older at that point and kind of didn't really think about being sponsored at all.
Because
like-
you were what, like 18?
No, I was probably like maybe actually 18,
Yeah.
18 or 19, and just growing up in the East Coast, like sponsorship was never like a
Well,
real thing.
If you put on a Def Grip edit, you had to get sponsored back then.
It was
That's
kind
how
of a
it worked.
thing.
But
yeah.
it came super random. Like I didn't film an edit for Death Grip. It
Nah,
kind of
yeah.
just happened.
But all that stuff
That was
started
cool as
happening when
fuck,
you.
yeah.
Wait, why'd they call you Man Boy?
When I was really younger and I rode with my brother and his like older friends, this one dude named Cliff would just kind of say that I kept up with him, and I was really young, and I always looked really young. So just one day said, "You're a little man boy," and it just stuck. And
Dylan at
Stuck.
S&M is like got all fucked up now. He just calls him Craig Boy.
Hey, Craig Boy.
Hey, Craig Boy. So now
Dylan.
y'all call him Craig Boy.
You've always had kind of a muscular frame, too. I feel like it's probably
Or
got something to do with that.
Wham Boy is the other thing he calls
Wham
him
Boy.
too.
Where's the Whammo name come from?
The new one, Wemo.
Wemo name came from like the trail dudes I hung out with, a bunch of older guys. This one dude, Grady, started saying it. And
Okay.
just me and my friends being young kids riding with older dudes, we kind of just started saying it, and it stuck. And I don't really know how it stuck so hard. I think I just kind of filmed a video when I was younger with all my friends and had nothing to name it, so I just stuck it on there, and it just worked, and
Right.
just kept going with it.
Hey, so tell me about moving to Boston and going to college and becoming BFFs with Chris Z.
That was funny because Chris grew up close to me, and I always knew him but didn't hang out with him that much, and
Because he's a geek.
yeah, he's a geek.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Ended up going to college in Boston, and he was going up there, and just started riding a bunch. That's actually kind of not where I got more serious about riding, but I feel like I kind of focused more on BMX.
Is that when were you ever filming before that, really?
Yeah, with my friends, but
Okay.
never as serious, I suppose. Like, oh, let's go to this spot and film this trick and do shit like that. Like,
Right.
we kind of would just go cruising, and whatever happened, happened.
I remember
still
seeing you
like.
do in that Def Grip edit, like manual bar, real fast in a line on one of those flat ledges at the banks, and that was when I was like, whoa, this kid is sick as fuck. And I don't know, it's kind of a random thing to think somebody's sick as
I've-
fuck based on.
I think that was like the first thing that I ever saw from Craig was something you posted, and you were like, Craig Passero's bar spin game is on another
Yeah,
level
it was
now.
definitely that one.
It was that edit.
Because he's doing a line, he does manual bar real fast on this bench, and like, I was like, wow, this kid is really fucking good
It
at
was
bar
on some
spins.
docks.
Oh, there's that stuff
remember
too. I know exactly what you're
Oh,
talking
was
about with
that
that
different
stuff.
one?
Yeah,
Okay.
those weird trucks that are like down
That
by.
was the first stuff I saw from Craigo.
Yeah,
And I met him shortly after I like first saw footage of him.
right. Craig, do you remember getting on OSS or how that happened?
Not well. Yeah, I think like you hit up Zepp and said you wanted to come to Boston and film for video, and it was
Yeah.
kind of
Then
random.
there was the email.
And then
We should dig up that email.
What is the email?
We'll cut in some footage of it right now. And,
Cut in some email
it was,
footage.
you sent out like the OSS email to the team that you wanted to, with your little like write up in the plan and everything. It was like attached to everyone, and Craig was on there. I was on there.
You still have this?
Probably, yeah.
I don't even remember
I don't
this.
even
It
remember
was like
this.
the original plan.
I can't remember
email
this,
where
Charlie.
You emailed the whole team, and yeah, I don't know.
And luckily, we never deviated from the plan at all, and everything stayed exactly as.
Yeah, it's
as
still a
intended.
bike parts company. We still make bars.
Same team.
I think I have OSS handlebars somewhere in
Really?
my house.
Are they the
Yeah.
one with the brazed on little metal logo?
I don't think so.
There's
They're one of the
still
first ones.
at
Oh, yeah,
least,
that was a-
there's
that was a
still,
prototype.
Like one or two at least sets being ridden in Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Probably off of
Someone
like
beer
Mile
me.
Bike or something, or someone else's bike.
Trevor.
What was it? Can we talk about him being the Boston Strangler?
I was gonna ask him. Craig needs a podcast juice. Trevor.
Yeah.
Bartender.
If the guest asks for a beer, get him a goddamn beer.
Hey, Bar Trevor, come on over here.
Don't throw it either, because it's gonna fucking splash all over him. It'll be like
good.
a wet
I have a
T-shirt
juice.
contest.
Thanks, bud.
Fuck you, Trev.
S&M beer.
Dirty ass.
Keep this one in the center.
Official beer of S&M.
Shout out to our beer sponsor, Tecate.
Trevor.
Even when we talk to you guys, no talking. What? So how'd you become the Boston Strangler?
Yeah, Craig.
I don't really know. Just rode my bike and did shit, I guess.
So
I don't know.
there was some.
Not like did shit, just filmed a bunch of shit in Boston because I was
Yeah.
living there.
And then he got the nickname from some of the locals of the Boston Stranglers
Strangling
because he was killing all the spots so
Stop
bad.
riding them so good.
And we all thought it was really funny. Like, even back then, we kind of couldn't take it seriously that somebody was talking
Yeah.
shit about Craig. It just seemed funny to
It's
us.
all
So then
good.
you edited
It's
it into
funny.
his Foo 3-part with the intro of the actual
The
Boston,
Boston
Strangler.
Strangler.
I love that part.
Strangling the spots.
So where'd you meet Charlie? I remember, right? It
I
was
remember.
I met Charlie
In Toronto.
on an OSS trip because we were supposed to go to Boston and it was going to rain the whole time.
Right.
Or
We were going to go to Boston, and it was when
yeah,
Mike Taylor was
Mike
there.
Taylor was here.
And we ended up going up to
And we went to
Toronto because it was
Toronto
going to rain.
instead.
Yeah, no offense, Craig, but I remember I got the text. You were like, yo, we're changing plans. We're coming to Buffalo. It's me, Mike Taylor, and Craig Passero. And I was like, wow, Mike Taylor. And I was like,
Of
oh, Craig
course.
Passero, too. He's cool.
There's no offense to that.
Because I
one,
hadn't
dude.
met Craig. I didn't know that we would hit it off so well.
Mike Taylor's one of the best
Mike
riders
Taylor's
ever.
coming to sleep at my parents' house. This is cool.
That was cool. And Garrett Reeves.
And Gary.
Was Garrett? Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
Garrett, too.
That's that. You can go back and watch the Adam 22 meets Capone Rider video.
Oh, wow.
One of my favorite videos ever that you made, and it has.
Craig's in.
Wow, you remember Capone Rider ripping his fucking leg open that day?
Wow, he did.
I'd way rather tell this story than talk about Craig.
This guy, Capone Rider,
not
that
that
we
cool.
know from the internet, he showed up at the park because he saw that Adam was there, and they had some big beef on
No,
the
he didn't know that I
lever.
was there. That was the whole thing.
thought he knew you
He
were
was
there.
already there. We're riding.
I guess back
He
then
looks
there wasn't
over.
Really.
He sees me, and his just jaw drops because we had fucking. I don't think we really even argued. We just talked a shitload, and he was on the come up board like all day, every day.
There had to have been some arguments.
So
at some
as
point.
soon as he sees me, he just drops in, pedals as hard as he fucking can,
Going big.
hits this hip, and just goes flying. And fucking his handlebar just digs into his thigh so bad that there's a huge hole in his jeans, and he's like,
You can see his fat
Yeah,
in
you can
his
see the
leg.
fat
That
on the
was
inside of his
disgusting.
leg.
And he stayed there?
He stayed there for
He
like
wanted to
3
hang out with
hours
these guys.
because he wanted to hang out with us. It was so amazing.
Yeah.
God, what a dumbass. And
Shout
now he
out
makes these
to,
amazing YouTube videos of him talking about life into the camera.
Damn,
yeah.
I've never watched one of those, but I
You
should.
haven't?
He's a new
They're
vlog. He's a
fantastic.
vlogging
I don't know why I would
sensation.
watch this shit.
He's like Jenna Marbles, but he has like
He's
150 views.
Yeah. Adam 22. He's like a vlogger.
He's like me.
Yeah, they're the same.
The
Yeah.
life I can pull.
So why'd you end up dropping out of high school? Or out
High
of college?
School, out of
sorry.
college, it wasn't planned out. I just couldn't get a loan to go back one year.
Really?
And then, yeah, just couldn't get a loan to go back, which I actually don't care about now thinking back.
But at the time, were you pretty bummed out that you weren't able to continue living in Boston and hanging out with Chris Z all the time?
Yeah, it happened kind of just late. I sucked when tried to get loans late, but
Right.
just the economy fucked up and didn't have the best credit, so
What were you going for?
video.
Me too.
I don't know why I went
You
to school
dropped
for
out
video.
too?
I couldn't go back after 1 year. It was a
Yeah.
blessing in disguise.
I could have
because
gone
of that.
back. I opted not to.
Yeah.
I might still go
I
back.
mean, video is cool and nothing against it. Just going to college for it is not that needed. in
What did
some
you
aspects.
Nah.
What did you start doing once you realized that you couldn't afford to go to college for a second year?
Well, I started like just doing construction back in Long Island and
Right.
riding more, and then I kind of got sponsored, and we went to Austin for like.
Right,
that
you were in
whole
Austin with us for
shit.
like 4 months,
And then I was
sleeping
gonna.
in Gravy's room.
Yep, just sleeping on the living room floor, and then was gonna go to community college, and then just put it off a semester, and then just never did it.
Do you regret that?
Yes and no. I don't really know what I'd go for, so I don't know why. You know what I mean? Why waste money if I don't really have a direction?
Right.
And I could go back one day. Who knows if I will? But I don't really regret it. No.
But you don't work that job anymore, right? You're just full-time riding?
Yeah, pretty much full-time ride. I will work here and there and.
'Cause it's for your
whatnot.
dad, right?
Yeah, because it's construction with my dad. It's definitely nice, but it works out because it can kind of loose schedule, go on trips, ride at home still some. So that's dialed. I can't
What,
complain at all.
What kind of construction?
Masonry.
Is
That
that-
sucks, but.
Does that tie into your handlebar name? The rebar. That's the,
Yes, that is directly related to the rebar.
What's rebar?
name.
I don't even know.
It's just what you put in concrete.
Reinforces
like
concrete.
Big slabs of concrete
okay.
to make it stronger. Yeah.
Shapes it. Helps keep
Interesting.
its shape.
A construction pun. Who
Well,
knew?
yeah, because I did that like a lot before I made money riding. I didn't make money riding until I was older,
Right.
and never.
You didn't make money
Too
right until you
much.
got on S&M, basically, right?
A little before that, but maybe like a year before that.
Yeah, you were part of the original Stranger team
I was
with Charlie and
With
Kramus
Charlie.
and a few other people.
a lot of other people.
Yeah. So when did that become clear that that wasn't working out and that you were going to go ride for S&M instead?
That was weird because we were on Stranger for a while, and you know, Rich was cool. We thought it was cool, and got on Primo in time and Low Tech, and then I think Tib was gonna buy it originally, and then they backed out with the whole John Richards thing, and
Yeah, for a little bit it looked like Stranger was done.
yeah, I don't remember exactly how it happened, but I think it kind of seemed like that, and kind of just Charlie I think left first and just followed his lead, kind of didn't know where it was going.
But where did the idea for you guys being on S&M come from?
That was incredibly random. We kind of didn't know what we were going to do. We just figured we'd wait it out. And then I feel like one day Charlie just messaged me like, yo, the craziest thing ever. Like, I heard Muller's interested in us for S&M, and like, who knows, but that'd be crazy. And we both thought like, fuck, if we could ride for S&M, like,
That'd be the
we'll pick
sickest,
that
yeah.
over everything. Like, me and Charlie grew up
And
riding.
it's rare that they
era.
pick you up as a
Yeah.
pair as well, since, you know, you guys are
Yeah.
friends, and a lot of times companies don't want to put on two friends, which is weird.
Yeah. I mean, to
you
be...
think
What's wrong with friends?
I don't know, but usually they don't want to do it because they
Yeah.
want diversity.
Well, I feel like
Diversity sucks.
if they have one friend, they feel like they have both friends because a friend, they know
Exactly.
that if someone watches a video of, say, Craig, and we didn't ride for the same company, I might be in there, and then they,
It's like Vic and Vinny were never going to be on Fit with Edwin because
Yeah.
they had Edwin, so they might as well have the other guys. And if they put them on together, then they're going to start thinking together and working together against
Yeah.
the sponsor.
yeah,
Don't you think that that's probably how the sponsor kind of views it?
maybe.
I mean,
So
maybe.
what are you guys
Onto
doing
that.
to sabotage Chris Moeller and S&M?
Pretty much everything we can.
Making a video.
Telling him Charlie can do the video.
Yeah, he let me do the video.
Yeah, are you shocked by that?
Yes.
Are you excited to do this?
Yeah, yeah, it's
Could
turned
be
out
your
really
most
well, yeah.
high-profile video project ever,
Good
maybe?
video. Definitely not. Oh, mine? Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I thought you meant the
Not
most
ever,
high
yeah,
profile.
yeah.
No. Yes, very excited. It's the boys are backing me on this one.
Right.
They're coming
It's
through.
looking-
No, yeah, the
They're
video's
coming
coming
through with the
dialed.
footage.
So who's going to have parts? Craig?
Yeah, you want to take the lead on
Craig?
this one, Charlie? You're doing the video.
There's a lot of still kind of up in the air, and the video isn't going to be just
Straight
part.
sections.
It's going to be a whole mix of the whole team. But right off the bat, right now, Craig, Andrew Schubert across from me, myself, Trevor Siglocks. My man's Keith can come through with some footage. Keith Hartwell, Hobie Doan will have a section. Dan Norvell,
Doorbell.
Doorbell.
Daniel Doorbell, Kareem Williams,
Is he going to have a part?
Pucker.
Kareem Williams like has
yeah,
a part
he's
already.
got a bunch of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, who else?
He's sitting on top with footage,
Who
kind
else?
of. I don't know.
Hoder.
Hoder's going to have a
Obviously.
section. How much
Yeah.
footage does Hoder have?
Secret. You guys
Can't
can't
tell you
hear
right
it.
now.
Is that because the number's 0?
He's gonna have
It's
a
not
whole part.
0.
It's not 0, but it's like...
It is not anywhere near 0.
But you're going to have to get him to do some stuff.
Counting B-roll, he has literally hundreds of clips. Great. Keeper in the video clips.
Not only does he have a part, he is like our director
Mascot.
of the video.
Oh, and
mascot.
He's
or-
he's the
all
whole
of that.
he's the host, the
The
mascot.
MC, the host.
Yeah.
What trips have you been on with S&M?
So right now we did Mexico, Mexicali, that same trip. Let's see, where else did we go?
New
New Mexico and Denver.
After Old Mexico.
We did
And
Arizona for,
then
few
now
days.
SoCal.
Yep, and the West Coast.
Oh, and then Seattle. Yeah.
What about going and staying with my parents?
That was
cool,
really
right?
awesome, yes.
the lobster rolls that Phil made were out of this world.
We
yes.
got to watch Adam litter in the church parking lot next to his parents' house every single night that we were there.
Dump a big old pile of garbage out of the car.
I'm not that into littering. It's really
Yes,
just the
you
fact
are.
that you guys
Shut
thought it was so
up.
funny.
Shut the fuck up! You're not into littering. You recreationally litter.
I just
only
all
in
right.
places you know it's gonna get picked up.
I don't really know what the big deal about littering is. I'm gonna be honest. It's like all this shit is going somewhere eventually. Are we really that concerned with aesthetics?
Someone's there to pick it up. It's their job.
There's
to
a
give them
guy
a
whose
job
job
to do.
it is. Exactly.
I think you shouldn't litter.
Someone else picks it up. They make some money off some of that litter.
All right. The reason why
Well,
I think
here
that
you can litter recycling.
Well, this is the thing. The first time that I really started to think about littering and like how it's not so black and white to me is like I had something I wanted to throw away, like a bag of chips or something, and I'm walking on the street and I see a cup just sitting there.
Put it
and
next to it?
No, I took it and I put it inside the cup. And then I was like, this is so stupid. Like, it's still, I just added as much waste to the landscape as the cup already consisted of.
Yeah.
I didn't make it any worse, but I still essentially was littering. And ever since I had that brief realization, I've never been able to take littering as seriously again. Who's that? Who the fuck is that?
Who was that? Who is that?
The fucking door guy next door. Yo, can you close the door? Why the fuck did you guys not close the door? What is wrong with you?
Lock the door.
Nah, it's all right. Just close the door, yeah. What the fuck?
Is that the guy that Antoine Dixon? Antoine, is that Antoine's buddy?
He looked back here, and we all looked at him like, what are you doing, you idiot? And he looked so like, fuck, I just fucked
I
up.
wish we had a camera pointing that way so bad. That was so funny.
It's so hard to take an interview with Craig seriously, given the fact that we've been joshing all these years, dude. I swear.
Bro, it's hard to stop
Joshing.
joshing.
It's so weird to like try to think. It would be like interviewing like your own like brother or sister. You just really have to get into the mode and like fake it, be like a fake ass interview dude.
That's the thing.
I just don't know if I have it in me. Especially if people keep interrupting like that.
Just
God
be
damn it.
real.
Yeah. No, but you know what it is? It's art walk. So there's all kinds of weird people around. You know what art walk is?
No.
It's like
I
a
don't
bunch
know.
of people walk around. There's some art hanging
Walk
up and
around
shit.
in an artistic way.
Yeah, they have.
Everyone has their own walk.
Everybody has a different walk. It's this whole thing that they do.
They'll bust out this crazy walk, and everyone's like, "Damn."
What do you think of Charlie?
I think Charlie's a dabbed out retard.
Yeah.
You guys are dabbed out retards on this trip, huh?
I did not dab much today compared to the other days. I did not dab in the AM hour today.
What is much?
Charlie was dabbing at 5 a.m. today, just
What
to
the
air him out
fuck?
quick.
I didn't go to bed. I
That is
went
a
to
lot of
bed
weed.
at 8:30 p.m. last night.
He
and I
did go
woke
to
up
bed
at
at
5.
8:30 p.m. the
Someone
day
in this
before.
room has like a pound of weed on them right now.
Drug me up.
A couple
yep.
pounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's a lot of weed. Hey,
Oh,
when did you
yeah.
start smoking weed? Craig.
I'm great.
When did I
He
start?
can't stop looking at the weed now.
Best podcast ever.
When's the first time you ever smoked weed?
Jeez, I think I smoked weed the first time really young, but I didn't start. Maybe when I was in like,
Stop fucking talking. What is wrong with you guys?
I don't even remember. Maybe like 12 I smoked the first time, but I
Wow.
only did like once or twice and then didn't for a long time after.
And then when did you get back into it? Because I remember in Austin, even it didn't seem like you smoked that much.
He would turn it down.
I would like smoke. I don't know. I was always kind of more into drinking when I was younger, and I did smoke a little bit when I was maybe, I don't know, 10th grade or so. I don't remember. But I didn't get really into smoking until I was older, like 19, 20, say.
And who was it that you were hanging out with that got you all into it?
The first time I started smoking more often was when I hung out with Chris Long often in Boston.
That'll do it. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, just, blunts all the time, asking if you want to hit. But I don't even know.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how Chris Long has transitioned to legally selling weed and being a thug, but like legally?
Yeah.
Chris Long is a thug.
He's been a drug dealer basically the whole time I've known him. It used to be
Yep.
illegally, and now it's legally.
He works for a shop. He
It
does
almost
a good
seems
job.
cooler that it's illegal now.
Yep.
I like him better this way than when he was like hanging out in the bar selling coke all the time.
Treating cancer patients versus
Or people that just want a long night.
yeah.
What do you remember? I'm trying to think of funny stories from Austin. Remember that time you took Adderall and you tried to do a Wara 180 bar down a 7th stair
Yeah.
like
Oh my
1,000 times?
That was a bad decision.
He was trying to get an ender for
Yes.
Wasn't the
Stressing over
count
an ender.
75 or like something like that?
yeah, because
don't
Scott
even
was trying to
remember.
shoot a sequence of him doing it, and he has like a
So many
video on
wall
Vimeo of
180s.
you doing it like 1,000 times. What was it? For some reason that morning you were like, "Oh, just take a little Adderall."
I was probably just
Somebody had
hungover or
some.
tired or something, and Scott had it, and I thought, it'll give me energy. I was younger and didn't think about it.
Do
and,
some Adderall, they said. You'll be able
But
to
you
walk.
already had
Oh,
too much
Adderall,
energy.
they said.
Yeah, it'll be great, they tell me.
Dabs run around, so, there's nothing to do.
Same thing.
I thought, it would work easier. You could ride cool on it sometimes, but no, it doesn't work that great.
It wasn't good for you.
No, I mean, yeah, you just overthink shit and
Yeah.
just wouldn't
I
do a bar
hate that
spin.
shit.
You
That
did.
trick sucks. I wouldn't want to do that trick today or tomorrow or anything.
What,
That trick-
Walleye 180 bar?
Yeah, downstairs like that or
It was
on anything. Like,
yeah, it was over a rail
it doesn't
too.
suck. It's just a little weird and it'd still be scary basically to do. And
Puts you in a weird position where you die if you don't catch your bug.
Yeah, you just don't know how you're gonna pop out until you pop out, and then kind of the moment's gone. So you just overthink it. It's passed, and you're like, oh, well, another 180 down.
What's your favorite video part that you ever had? Video part or web video?
My favorite video part I ever had? Shit, I really don't know. Maybe.
Was football the only DVD part?
No.
If you want to count all the food videos, then definitely.
Oh,
not.
right. Okay.
Then Ruin Your Whole Summer is.
That was a great section.
That might actually
That's
be my
probably
favorite
gotta be it,
section. Yeah, I think that would definitely be it because that was the funnest section to film, definitely.
Right.
And then I like it probably the best. Yeah.
Remember when we went to Spain together for a month?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That was good
That
times.
was
We should
great.
get back there.
Yeah, let's go
sooner
back
or
there.
later.
We were really lucky that we didn't get arrested or anything. You got any funny memories from
Should be
being out
illegal to
there?
have that much
A
fun.
funny memory from Spain would be the first day we're there. Catfish drags us out of the apartment within 20 minutes of flying 12 hours there, whatever the hell it took.
We're in Barcelona.
Yeah, I got to seize the day right now. And then he takes me to La Rambla, is it? The like main strip. And then we're just going up the block, go to a little park, hanging out, pedaling back. A cop just stops us. Can't speak
for the
Spanish.
headphones in, right?
Extorts catfish.
He's just like, oh, just wait here, wait here, wait here. And then another cop comes, and then they try and tell us that he has headphones in, and that's illegal. And then we don't have brakes on, and that's illegal. And that they're going to take our bikes away and charge us like 500 euros each, I think, to get
How'd
it
you guys
back.
get out of that?
Catfish
I don't even
proved
know.
that he
Catfish
was on a
just-
TV show. He showed him clips of
Yep.
strangers in
Actually,
danger. and
Catfish
proved
said
he
that
was
we
on a
were
TV
scouting
show.
for stranger in dangers,
And they're
just
like, oh, you're
shouted
stimulating
him
the
up.
economy in Spain. All
And
right,
then,
you guys give me 50 euros or some
Yeah.
shit like that.
Eventually, after maybe 5-10 minutes, they just said, all right, fuck it, like, get out of here. I think they thought we were rich people and then kind of just realized we
Yeah.
were broke and didn't have that money to give it to them, so they let us go. But they wanted the money, like, then, cash. Like,
Right.
can
The
you go
economy
get
over there is
cash and
pretty
give me
fucked
that,
up,
and then we'll
so
let you go. So,
the
yeah, they were
police
trying
are-
to rob us for sure. First night,
Yeah, they
first
try to
day.
scam everybody out there.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cops are the
super
scariest
bad.
people there for sure.
For sure.
Usually most places.
Same with Mexico, too, yeah.
Mexico's awesome. Cops.
Yeah, a good Mexico story that is, I was with the
Get this man a
Dude
jab.
dabs, they tell me. These three dweebs.
That's hard to say.
Yeah, that was a tongue twister. Anyway, riding a fucking statue while everybody else is across the
Yeah.
street.
In the
and
middle
then
of the road.
Just trying to trick,
Middle
not
of
thinking
a
about
giant
anything.
road.
And then I see cops walking up to us and thinking instantly, this sucks. And they point me out, tell me to walk over, and then put a cuff on my hand right away. And I'm just-
Really?
yeah, right away. And I didn't see them coming over too. And I thought, like, going to jail by myself. I'm the only one riding. Like, I'm fucked. This sucks. And then
We
they
got
cuffed me
cuffed.
to Javi, to Alex's brother from all day. And
Yeah.
then these two got
We were
cuffed
cuffed
together.
together.
Cuffed together, we all
And then
got
none of
together.
them spoke Spanish really.
Javi
Checked-
did. So
Well,
Well,
luckily,
oh, that was
Javi
it. Yeah,
said
Javi
that.
spoke Spanish, luckily. And then they searched everywhere, looked in Charlie's pegs, looked in his bag, looked in lip gloss,
Yeah.
trying to find drugs
I
on
was
us. and
filming them. And
Luckily, we were
shit.
told that you can't have anything around there.
In Mexico?
Yeah, you can't bring weed out or anything like that. Not
That's
that
so weird.
It's
It was
good.
like the first day, and we didn't know the rules really. And we were riding. It ended up being like a war monument in the middle of like a dumb
Yeah.
highway. We're like stupid.
We
for
just had
riding
no
it.
clue what we were
And
doing.
we're going into it like we were in Barcelona, Spain. Just like, oh, a good, cool monument to ride.
Yeah.
It's okay here. Like, nope.
Right, the
This-
statue.
yeah.
Javi
That
said.
definitely set the mood for that trip
Federales,
of holy
yeah,
fuck, the cops are the
Federales
scariest
rolling
people
around.
around.
That sucks. I hate when people act like you shouldn't ride something just because it's like a monument to a dead person.
Yeah, I
Wouldn't
think
that
they
dead
just wanna
person
get money from
enjoy
you.
Yeah.
you having fun?
Here's the thing. They're dead. It doesn't matter.
Are you gonna be upset if someone rides your grave and does a peg chink on it, daily chink?
No. That'd be amazing. I would actually really
As long as they tag you in it.
as long as
Get
they
the
get some
post- the
followers.
post-mortem
yeah.
Fs.
That's really gonna piss me off if I die and like lose mad followers.
People stop tagging you just because you're fucking dead. It's like,
I don't
dog.
respect that. Yeah.
Jesus.
It's fucked up. Don't write out
What
Adam
if I
Grant
get
Mason.
reincarnated and I have the same at? Like, fuck. I won't get those Fs.
That really is the worst part of dying is that you have to start over on your followers once
Yeah,
you're
the next time you
reincarnated
pop-
as a bug.
Yeah, and you're a baby or whatever, so it takes forever to get a phone and
No, but I
learn how
remember
to use it.
somebody said like on fucking a forum back in the day, they were like, they made a whole thread like calling like me out for grinding like a rail at a fucking Korean War monument in the city. And it's like every fucking person in New York has written that thing, and I'm like, I just thought it was so funny that somebody would like actually like have this like fake outrage over it. It's like it's a fucking rail in
it
a
was
park.
Craig.
The park is like 200 years old.
Craig
Well, obviously
made
not.
a fake
but
username to troll you.
You think?
Yeah, definitely. Craig
I could definitely see that happening.
I'm
Yeah.
an internet savvy guy like that.
You're not, are you?
Can be if I try.
What do you do when you're at home? Like, what's an average day in the life of Craig?
Shit, I don't know. Depends on what day of the week it is. And
What if you're
I got
not
going on.
working? You go out riding most of the
If
time?
I'm not working, yeah, it depends on who's around, and then maybe just being a lazy shithead going to the skate park and just fucking around, or trying to ride some street shit, or going to Brooklyn or the city or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just ride and do the same old shit that
Film
you
with the
guess.
VX.
Same what everyone else does.
Still filming with the VX.
Still have a VX. Still
Which
have
one?
Zep's VX. Not
Which
even
one?
mine.
2000?
21 now.
Ooh,
My
the
2000
nice
broke.
one.
So I got Zep's nice one. With a
Raynox?
different lens.
Wide
no,
Raynox?
No, I got an MK one. No.
MK1?
No, I think
MK2?
two.
Is it blue or red flares?
I think it's an MK2.
Red flares. That's cool though.
But none of it's mine, so it's cool.
Wow.
What do you mean blue or red flares?
On
I
the
don't know what
lens,
he's talking about.
Mark 1 fisheye, a Century fisheye, it has like blue sun flares. When the sun hits it, it's like blue and green, the reflection kind of.
Wow.
And then on a MK2, they had this weird red tint. Because I guess some people didn't like that. They didn't like
Okay.
the multicolored flares and stuff, so they put a red tint on it to like, it's like some kind of coating to prevent flares, but it just makes these ugly red ones.
How secretive do you need to be about smoking weed in New York City? Can you just smoke on the street there, or do you have to go in a little cubby in the corner?
Depends on where you are in the city now, but you can kind of get away with it, just kind of being blatant and kind of blending in that way. But
Undercovers are
undercovers
really
are
whack.
definitely everywhere, and there's a lot of cops everywhere. So yeah, you definitely kind of want to look out in the city when you're smoking.
Really?
Depends. Well, you can't get in that much trouble for it, and normally,
Yeah.
whenever I've gotten caught, which has only been like twice, they just didn't even take my shit.
Yeah.
They just
And
saw
we-
that I had
yeah.
nothing else, and then just left.
What, they
Weed
search
is
you?
like, weed's rapidly getting more legal in New
Yeah.
York State too. Like,
Really?
Yeah.
bills keep passing where it's like more and more decriminalized.
Yeah, you can't get arrested unless you have
They'll
more
probably
than an
have
ounce.
medical soon, I think.
That'd be
Hopefully.
amazing.
I think they have some, but it's super hard to get.
Yeah.
You guys got to stop breaking the law.
No.
It's awesome.
I love breaking the law.
Never.
I don't have a medical card either, so I'm actually talking shit.
Most of the shit we do is breaking the law.
You think that?
Why do they make it illegal?
Like what? What do you do that's so illegal?
There are like laws you can break and laws you
Street
can't break.
biking is illegal. Like what we did today, we were
Street biking is
riding
illegal.
and just we were trespassing and vandalizing.
Keith
but,
was on a roof with his bicycle.
yeah, but owners of the property were psyched on it. But technically, we were breaking the law.
Yeah.
Where's the line?
Technically, you're a bitch.
That is the weird thing. It is
Well, that's
a
what I
weird
mean.
line.
If you break a little law, you know, or not a little law, but a fucking bullshit, whatever, jaywalking, grinding the ledge, grinding the rail.
Jaywalking's fun. Yeah.
Jaywalking's fun.
But
Saves
that's the
time.
thing that pisses me off about people who are like, oh, like I hate seeing a BMX video and they're breaking the law or they're doing this or they're doing that. It's like, if you want to ride street, you have to destroy property pretty much. You have to break things.
I mean,
It's
riding
what it's all about.
is riding. It's not, you know, you can always have that argument, but I think it's a healthy outlet to
Yeah.
enjoy yourself with, just like anything else is. Running, jogging, fucking baseball, fucking football, anything. So
You
I
can't
don't think it's a big
justify
deal.
breaking a fucking, you know? Austin,
Well-
fucking stop it, you retard.
Austin, you're retarded.
Putting stickers all over Charlie. And I don't care about him putting stickers all over Charlie. I just care about the stickers.
Where are they?
You know, that's like 20
Where
cents
are
worth of
these
stickers. And Charlie still can't
my
find
whole
them.
back is on some shit.
Stop wasting
Wasting
my
a
fucking
pole
stickers,
jam
yeah.
sticker too, man. You fucking dick. I'm using this pole jam
You
sticker.
fucking scumbags. I hate you guys. Shut up.
Oh, he knocked
Just because
over
we're
the-
yelling at
he
you
hit
doesn't
Tony
mean that you
Cat's
get to
bed.
talk. I hate Austin.
Oh my god! Don't even get me started on Austin.
Oh, boy. Once again, we've lost the plot in this podcast.
What podcast? Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, the podcast.
So do you consider yourself an official BMX Foo member?
I mean, I'm not a
Oh, he's
beginner
badged.
stage
You're
food member,
badged,
but
bro.
I'm a
You're
badge
badged,
member.
bro.
Yeah.
Okay. How old are you?
I'm 25 now.
Damn, you're still young as fuck. That's crazy.
That's young. I feel old as fuck.
Do
dude.
you?
Craig,
Nah, it's
I mean,
perfect
yes
age,
and
baby.
no.
Craig,
Perfect
tell us about
age.
the time you lost your foo badge.
Yeah, I have one of my original food badges. Well, the original food badge with my name on and everything, and I had it duct taped on for days on a trip, and it fell off in the van. And I couldn't find it for a whole day, and I
We
was
were
wicked
freaking
pissed.
out,
yeah.
driving all over
stressful
town.
day.
I didn't drive. All
No, we went to that rail. Remember, we went back there looking for
Did
it.
we really?
And we were going to, and then you.
Yeah,
found it,
I
maybe.
wanted that shit, dude.
We were like, all right, we
No,
gotta
I
go
think we
drive
found
10
it
miles.
first, but I was gonna make him go back to the spot that I thought I
Yeah.
lost it.
It was a Foo snowman with your name on
It's
it?
the metal
All
cutout
the metal badges
machine
have
cut
names on
food.
them.
Yeah, and it has just our names.
Courtesy
in the
of
back.
Jake Montgomery.
Jake
Almost had to buy
Montgomery.
one for $1,000.
I had to buy $1,000 food
$1,000?
badge. Yeah.
Dude, we put one on the web store for $1,000 as a joke. But if someone buys it, that's $1,000.
That's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
What do you have to, like? What is up with BMX Foo's the sixth video? When's it gonna come out? Is Craig gonna have a part in it?
That's a good question, Charlie.
Craig has a bunch of good clips. We've just been real busy with like a lot of stuff, mostly the S&M video. But before this, I moved to Austin, so things kind of cooled off. But we're really focusing, trying to get it done like probably this summer.
Okay.
And then put it out by the end of the year, for real though. Because like there's already like a video chilling on my computer. I just want to have some of it be more recent. Like we shot almost the whole video back then, but obviously everyone's gotten way better and stuff. So a lot of trips planned up north to Fouville and to his neck of the woods. And then probably just a big old banger food trip, like with like fucking 20 guys on it, and hopefully wrap the video up like by the end of the summer.
Somebody's going to jail on that trip.
It's crazy all the things that have happened on those trips. Man.
Is that plugged in good?
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah.
Yeah. Why do we keep getting that little bit of static?
Is it on there? Or is it?
No, it's not. It's also not on there. It's like radio connected activity. I guess like technically I should probably tell everybody to turn their phones off. Maybe that would help. Maybe.
There you go. Whatever someone just bumped helped immensely.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes there's just shit bumping into it. You know, it could be like a loose cable too.
It is a loose cable for sure.
Did that just do it?
I think that
Yeah.
was it.
I think that was it. It was the
Can we-
headphone thing
can
too.
we
So
cut off-
that
cut
means
all that
nobody's
out?
ever going to hear it on here.
You gotta cut that out or leave it because it's pretty funny.
I don't know.
But maybe
That's
it
always
won't
the
be
weird
funny
thing is like, on one hand, when like the conversation totally goes bad in the podcast, like sometimes I want to take it out, but sometimes it's like I think it's really funny to observe us how we
Yo.
handle it.
And you're like, do I just think this is funny?
Like think about that fucking dude walking in and saying like, "Hey, what's up, motherfucker?" And we all just are looking at him, and he's in this like big jolly mood, and we're all just like, "What the fuck?"
I never seen that fool before in my life. I'm like, I didn't know that you knew him. So
And he
it's
almost got
actually
stabbed by Antoine Dixon.
weird. Now I know him. Yeah.
I wouldn't say almost. Well, it could have happened. Who are the best
What is
up-and-coming
almost?
kids in Long Island or in New York?
Best up and coming kids in Long Island would be probably Billy Perry for sure,
Yep,
Billy Perry,
that's an easy
Lucas
one.
Mazer,
and then Austin Mazer. Yeah, he's
Lucas.
a don.
Why did I say Lucas?
I thought you said
You
Chris.
got a friend named Lucas?
I got no friends named Lucas.
Well, Austin Mazer's really good too.
There's a bunch of kids in Long Island routing now, which is sick because there wasn't nearly as many when I was younger. Billy's definitely one of the dopest.
Marvin.
My friend Marvin kills it, but he's always killed it. Shit, I can't even think off the top of my head right now. Grant, but he's out here now.
Right.
Sucks forgetting your friends too when you have to do this. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
You got to say
Yeah.
all your stupid loser friends that you don't really
let's
like.
see my loser friends. I don't know.
You do
drawing
hang out with
blank
quite a
right
bunch
now.
of losers, if I may say so. Myself included.
Yeah, dude, it's hard to be cool in this world.
How do you feel about being labeled a nerd by almost everybody you've ever met your entire life?
I don't know. I don't really care at all, to be honest.
What about when we say it? Does it hurt your feelings?
No.
No?
No. I mean, I'm a thug. You don't give a fuck.
Charlie used to have glasses.
Still have them alone.
I don't know
at the
why I wear my
house.
glasses all the time. Contacts are annoying.
You hated contacts when you tried them out?
They put you in a bad mood
yeah,
having contacts
they,
in your
they
eyes,
fucking
dude.
just dry out, and then your eyes want to
get grumpy.
close, and yeah, you get grumpy and
I
groggy.
get so
and-
pissed off. My eyes are dry because it's like you could be like, "Hey Chuck, what's up?" and all I hear is like, "My eyes hurt." Hey Chuck, what's up? My eyes hurt.
Dude, I had them for 10
Nothing.
years.
Yeah,
Contacts.
Long
I
years.
actually fucking remember you getting an eye surgery.
Yeah, I remember that day because I went
Yeah.
out riding one day with my glasses on. Like
I don't think I knew you had glasses at all until then.
the entire time I had contacts, I don't know if I ever wore my glasses to leave the house, maybe to like go
I don't think I saw you once.
get a sandwich. But
Did
even
you ever
then-
smoke weed with your contacts though? Because that's the part that sucks.
Yeah, but I didn't smoke that much weed back then. But I did smoke.
That really
It sucks.
That sucks
And
too.
ri-
or just
riding
riding
and
the wind in your face, like
Desert.
When,
just
when we met each other, we all didn't smoke weed that much, and
No,
now we all smoke
barely.
weed too much.
Too much. That's right.
And you guys are addicted to dabs.
Help me. Someone
I'm not
help
a
me.
dab addict.
Someone
You're
help
not?
me and Craig,
Only in
please.
California.
If you're listening, can someone email me how to quit dabs?
Charlie is a dab addict.
Guys, come on, I'm serious. Help,
I went to a
help me and
dab
Craig.
lounge today with infinity free dabs, and I did not do anything because I knew I had to come on this podcast.
Yo, where's that place at?
It's down the street, actually. I could bring you there anytime.
Let's go.
Let's go
well,
right
not
now.
now, but
I think this is probably done.
you think the podcast is done at the 40-minute mark?
You
And,
said
like,
there's an infinity dab lounge on the street.
now we got young Gleesh on the way, who's kind of like the similar like type of like guy as Craig.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
same guy.
I don't know who Young Gleesh is.
He's a rapper,
Yeah,
just like you.
That guy.
Let's think of some more good questions for Craig.
I know, man. It's so hard to like think of things you want to ask him when we've just been like making fun of him and just fucking
Influencers.
sitting around with him. Yeah, who are your favorite riders?
Favorite riders? Damn.
When you were younger and now? Let's start when you were younger.
When I was younger, shit, it was definitely Edwin, Vic, and Vinny for sure. Fuck yeah, they definitely win by a long shot. Now there's so many good riders, but probably Simone is my number one favorite.
Really? Okay.
He's just a don all around, like his style, like his tricks.
Stuck with the cassette,
Yeah,
much like yourself.
that's not even the reason why, but maybe it is. Shit, I can't even think of anyone else.
You ever think about going on Free Coaster?
There's so many good riders. No, not
Really? No chance?
When I was younger, I swear to God, I put on a free coaster. I got a lender free coaster, broke it instantly. Bought a free coaster, first wheel I ever bought in my whole life, broke it in a week, and then just said, I'm never riding a free coaster again.
They sucked so bad.
And I swear to God, even when everyone started riding them, I think they're dope, and tricks people do with them are sick, but I never personally had any desire to do it. I like my pedal pressure. I like my cassette. Can't explain it.
You did go for the plastic pegs, though.
Yeah. Can't deny that doing forever ices are fun as hell.
Yeah.
I mean,
Infinity
it's
ices.
just common sense. Fuck, metal is good for some shit, but plastics is better for street riding. Like,
Right.
can't do fakey ice with metal pegs on.
When
a
I
lot of
had
shit.
medals, at the end of my medals, I would just watch all my plastic friends and be like, fuck, like,
Yeah.
damn.
We literally came to California, went to a skate park. I just
Everyone's
went
having-
to tip, got plastic pegs, rode them for like 2 days, put my metal pegs back on for like an hour, and was like, fuck, this
Yeah.
is not nearly as fun.
You guys were pissing me off in fucking Barcelona because I had plastic pegs and you guys didn't, and we
You're
would
like,
be
these
going
are good.
We'd be going to all these spots and you guys wouldn't be riding them, and I would be riding them, and I'd be like, you guys are better than me, but you're not riding it because you got those stupid ass pegs on.
You're
I
like,
mean,
"Yo,
metal
these
pegs
are
are
good."
still
We're like,
sick.
nah, I don't know.
Not
But
really.
plastics are sick too.
Metal pegs ain't that sick.
They sound sick.
It's like, okay, having a broken leg. It's still sick to be alive.
Doesn't
But you
sound-
got a broken leg. It kind of
It's
sucks.
the audio side of things on the metal peg that definitely sounds sicker.
Yeah, but that's why you make somebody do the same trick with
A
a metal peg
and
and
put
then
the
you
audio
edit the
in.
audio
Or
in.
you just have a folder on your desktop, metal peg noises for whatever.
peg.
For every different length
A rail
grind,
noise. No, you could probably just like chop it and like kind of
just repeat it over and
Yeah,
over.
yeah, yeah. Or we could sell that on the website maybe to make like a little pack for plastic peg users and make videos while metal
keyboard.
sounds. Could I sell that? Could we sell that?
Charlie's grind app.
Start selling.
Charlie's grind.
Craig, can you make apps?
I know exactly how to make an app. I'll
Let's
be
do
right there with
this.
Zep. We'll
What
be
do you
on
get
it.
when you go to fucking Subway?
What do I get when I go to Subway? Probably.
Can I guess?
turkey,
Oh,
lettuce,
I was gonna guess.
mayo.
Fuck. Oh, I was
Turkey,
gonna guess
lettuce,
turkey, lettuce,
mayo?
and mayo,
And
nothing
Swiss.
else. Oh, Swiss.
Wow, what an exciting sandwich.
Yeah, I'm plain as fuck. I don't give a fuck.
What's your favorite stuff to eat when you're home?
Turkey,
Pizza.
Swiss, lettuce, and mayo.
Pizza and delis.
You know what we're really doing right now is
Egg
we're waiting for
sandwiches.
Catfish to show up.
Who's Catfish?
That dumbass who looks like Craig.
Oh, from Strangers in Danger.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
I'm gonna just look at my phone for a second so I can see if Catfish has communicated anything about when he's gonna be here.
I'm too boring for this shit. Yo.
No, I just.
Who's going to get more beer?
Yeah, that's all right.
Trevor.
I don't care.
I like Brian Hunt complaining in our group chat about how he's been hanging out with some girl. He hung out with a girl last night, and she's like all into drugs. He's like, "Ugh, she's so gross. I can't." And Began's just like, "I love that."
Dude. That's just crazy. That, yo, Brian looks so out of place. Both of those girls were sending me like pictures of him, and he just looked like he had sunglasses on inside. He's just like,
But
oh,
Brian
no.
Hunt
Just
sent me
New
a
Hampshire
selfie.
boy.
He
of-
looks scared.
Look at this fucking selfie of him with a girl's butt. This is funny.
Yeah, let's
Right.
see that butt.
Nice.
I don't have any cashish, but Andrew
Charlie.
said something about buying beer. Hey, look at the hand mark, too.
Shout out to Brian Hunt.
He was like, hey, can I pull your pants down and hit your ass and take a picture and send my friends and then pull your pants back up?
I want everybody to know that I'm a spanker. Brian Hunt spanks a lot.
Who doesn't spank a lot?
Blunts are going on around here.
Craig
Austin,
spanks
shut
hella.
the fuck up. Austin has such a hard time being somewhere that you can't talk. You must have done horrible in church as a kid.
How does this happen?
What?
There's been so much louder talks than me right
No.
now at this point.
I hear you in your dumbass voice.
Dumbass headphones. Sorry.
Austin, you realize you've been invited into this room to share in an intimate experience. You're not here to contribute.
Wow.
Maybe he should just sit in front of the mic since he's clearly got more to say than most of the people who actually are mic'd. Austin, get in there. Let's harass him on camera.
Yeah, get in. Should we sub out?
Schubert, let's go. Let's harass Austin on camera. No, because as soon as he sits down, then he's going to be allowed to talk, and then we won't have anything else to say to him.
Oh. Put him in, but he can't talk.
Put him in, but let's duct tape his mouth first.
Let's duct tape his microphone.
Craig, how long have you been in a relationship for? Like 8 years.
With me or with his girlfriend?
Going on 5 years with my girlfriend. Going on
Yeah.
8 years with Charlie.
Yeah, so a little bit longer.
And so her name is Panda.
Her name is Amanda.
Okay, but you call her Panda.
Sometimes I do, yes.
What is that? Why should she remind you of a panda?
I don't know. It's her nickname when I met her.
Oh.
And it just
Probably 'cause her
kept
name's
using
Amanda.
it. Yeah.
Well, I guess we figured that one out.
Easy.
Assessing the situation.
Nice and easy.
Yes, I did think your girlfriend's name was Panda for a year.
You thought it really was
It
named that?
is Panda.
You thought that it said Panda on her birth certificate?
Yeah.
No. But that's all I called
No.
her.
Well,
Questions for Craig.
questions for me.
Questions for Craig. Let me just, should I look up like some questions like from another interview?
No, let's think.
Craig, what do you keep by your bedside table?
Too much shit. A bottle of water.
Can we
My
talk
cell
about
phone. A charger.
Craig, do you have any dogs
Ooh, yeah.
named Dante that you want to
Dante
talk
is
about?
the man.
How would you
German
describe
Shepherd
him?
Thug. Just handsome dog.
Handsome boy.
Handsome boy.
A big boy.
Clean cut.
Large
big-
paws on that boy, right?
Large 100-pound
Yeah,
German
yeah.
Shepherd.
Scary boy.
Scary boy.
What, you like cats?
Cats are cool too. Yeah, I like all animals. I don't know what to say about animals. Fuck that.
You know what sucks though is that when you try to look up questions, like good interview questions, you just find job interview questions because, you know, job interviews are a lot more
Start
common.
interviewing Craig like he's interviewing for a job.
Job interviews are way more common than like interviews like for the media, you know? Which is weird to think about, but actually very obvious.
You ever ride in any contests, Craig?
No. Oh,
No.
I was in a Dude Tour once. That was kind of sick.
Yeah.
Kind of fucking random, but dope as fuck in a
You ever
way.
think about doing that a little bit more? Would you do more contests if you had the opportunity?
I suppose so.
An
I feel like
invite?
there's not that many contests going on at this time in
Yeah,
BMX.
it's a bummer.
As sad as that is.
Hey, here's a question that I just found through my recent Google search. What skills and experiences would make you an ideal candidate?
Yeah. Answer
I'm
the
a straight
question.
G.
Damn.
Smart
What
as
is
a
the
motherfucker.
single largest problem facing your staff, and would I be in a position to help you solve this problem? Oh, these are
Yeah,
questions
Craig.
for
Yeah, show us your staff.
when you want to get a job. Hey, what have you enjoyed most about working here?
Yeah, Craig, I got
That's a good question.
Where did Whammo come from?
There it is.
We already asked that.
Sitting right there.
Let's give this man a dab. Craig, I have a question for you.
I don't think you've dabbed
Why did
enough.
Schubert ask that question first?
Because he's a dabbed out Canadian.
Do you have any
tired from
hesitations
filming.
about my qualifications? Yes.
So many.
Oh, man.
God. Why do you think I'd be cool to interview?
We just had to do it because people kept asking about it. You think that people are going to be bummed out in this interview? I think it's all right.
What can
No,
we
I'm
talk
fucking
about?
around.
I've never done an interview. Like, I've done interviews many times where I thought during it that it sucked, and then almost always I get back, and it seems all right.
What about your approach to riding and your approach to like a really hard trick? Maybe where one of the aspects of that trick you haven't even done before. And you see the spot and you just commit yourself to that. What are some things that help you? What are some things you've learned that can get you out of those situations successfully?
That's a funny one because I feel like when I grew up riding, not necessarily like I grew up riding a long time ago, but like there's way less tricks going on. So I feel like the idea of like doing something big or just trying to double peg a handrail or something like that was more in your mind.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I feel like I try and really not stress out riding too much, although that obviously happens to everyone. But just do what's fun and kind of follow what feels good on
Have
your bike
fun
at
not
that
landing
moment.
it.
Yeah,
Have fun
like,
not landing it, even the ones
I'm
you
all
don't
about that
land.
lucky try too. I really keep the lucky try logic. Like
Yeah.
if you're doing something techy, you're gonna have to just go over and over again
All it
until
takes
like
is that one.
Until you get that
you
one.
start to feel it out a little more, and then you know what you need to do, and it's still hard to get. But like one of the
Understanding that
times,
it's coming
it's
helps,
gonna happen,
yes.
and what you're thinking is gonna work out. And then
So you think it's a
eventually it'll
mistake
land.
when people get into the mentality of like they have to be improving on it every single time. They have to be
yeah.
getting
Yeah,
better at
definitely.
it.
You need to just give yourself like time and tries, and if it takes an hour, that sucks, or 2 hours, but it happens. Like obviously, you try and go in confident and land it right away, but just gotta wait for that time that it feels right. And then to sound even more weird, I feel like I try and keep the logic like you're just trying to put your tires on the ground. So whenever you're trying some weird tech trick, you just figure out like the body position you need to be in at that point to make your tires go in the direction that you want them to, and don't try and think of it as a trick so much as like how it feels while you're doing
Where
that
your
trick.
tires need to go.
Yeah,
that
like
makes sense.
yeah, I don't think of it like, okay, I'm doing this trick and at this time I need to throw a bar spin or something
pegs
like
need to
that.
go here.
Like I just
Yeah.
feel like, all right, I want my body kind of over here, and then if I pop it right, like I'll be able to do this, and kind of just go on that logic, like
Figure out positioning
yeah,
first. Yeah.
just think about how it's gonna feel as a whole before you even try it.
That's very interesting.
Yeah, tech
I've-
riding is the best, so
I've
that's
never
how you
thought of it
gotta
that way.
logic it. Yeah, I mean, I feel like if you do a tech trick, you have to take it like one step at a time, and then just go over and over. And I feel like you gotta think about how the trick feels more than what the trick is. Like,
Do you think you mostly do tech stuff now, in your opinion?
yeah, the older I get, the more I just want to do tech shit, and I don't know, it's not worth. I've seen enough people get hurt at this point that's not worth trying shit unless it feels worth trying at that point in time.
Right.
If you're trying to do big shit every day, some of those days you're gonna be forcing that big shit.
Yeah, it's like when I was younger, I generally liked to do big shit. Like, it was my body, my mind would tell me at the time, like, this is what's going to be fun to do, and I just want to go for it, and you get that weird urge to try it. And sometimes that'll happen to me now, but just don't really try and force anything. Just kind of wait for the right spot, right setup.
Uh-huh.
And then, yeah, tech shit is just fun. I don't know. It's what I enjoy.
So
when
could you ever see yourself 180 barring a 15 stair again?
Hell no. I was actually talking with Chris Schwartz about that the other day, and I was like, I would never do that again. I don't know what I was thinking back then.
Was that a totally different mentality? Like,
Yeah,
you
I
had to
was,
get into that crazy do or die mentality?
trying to
I
get
was
an
like
ender.
18, 19 years old, filming the first video part, wanted an ender. I was ready to try what I wanted to do. And like I said back then, I just generally would see a big setup and think like, oh, I have to do that. More than it being scary, like I want to do that. So I would just feel like I didn't have to try it, but I wanted to so much that being scared wasn't really...
Were you bummed out when me and Mastroni vetoed that as a banger?
Yes and no. I didn't care that much. I was happy I did it still.
We must sound like assholes like,
But
to a kid who doesn't
you guys
understand.
wanted me to get something else, and I was like, God damn it, why can't these guys just be happy with that shit?
It was because, like, if I want to explain my logic now, it was because, okay, you 180 bar the giant set, but he landed a little weird. And since it's like kind
Sketch
of
is steez, though, dude.
Bouncy.
it's a straight ahead trick, you know, it's a sort of like simple trick,
I wasn't doing that again.
you know. But he bobbled it a little bit, so I was like, when you have your ender, you really
did it
want it to
very,
be
like-
100%.
Yeah, but it was like almost like so in control. Like
It was a weird little
he
dribble.
like muscled through it. I don't know. Yeah, it was.
I
good.
generally feel like when things... I remember clips that are a little bit sketchy sometimes,
Yeah.
way more than I remember the perfect landed
Totally,
trick.
yeah. I mean, fucking
Sketches,
poor
Steve's,
Brock,
fuck it.
dude. Brock put out one of the best video parts of the year, and motherfuckers talk about that fucking the correction hop more than anything else in the part.
The part was crazy.
The part was
Yeah,
crazy,
that part's
but
crazy.
I'm just saying, motherfuckers talk about that correction hop more than anything else in the part. Like,
true, they do.
You know, you don't want to give them that little shred to fucking go on.
Everything else was crazy. But,
Yeah.
I think you think too much.
I'm not saying me. I'm not taking a stance. You know, I don't care. Brock is supposed to come here and do the podcast, and I will put him on the spot, and I will say, let's talk about that correction hop. But I've heard so many people bring it up that it's just that reminds me of like, if you are like a pro rider and you're putting on a part, if you have that one sketchy clip that is like real memorable for being sketchy, it could be a thing.
No, I guess you're right in that
like
regard.
Brian Castillo doing the manual to 90 to back, and he started the
Exactly.
whole Indian Giver thing that
But you
day.
remember it, so...
And we all talked
Yeah.
about
At least
it.
you remember
But
it.
you probably don't want to be remembered for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I
but
guess
you're
you're
right
right.
because we don't even remember what video part that was, right?
Demolition video. I think.
Right, you're right.
Demolition,
Okay,
I
yeah.
think, yeah.
But he did like literally the worst Indian giver ever, and
I think
it's
we rode that school the other day on
Really?
accident. We were trying to go to, was that the Jim Greco bench school?
I think we didn't have the bench there. They took it away.
I think we may have gone to that school. But
oh,
yeah.
so there's no bench at the top anymore. It's too
No, it's
bad. They
out
probably move it
somewhere in
around all the
Orange
time.
County.
There was none of those benches in the whole school at all.
I think Jim Greco brings the bench with himself. You know the little one he does all the stuff on against the fence. I'm pretty sure he like has a bench that he brings in his truck because he is like the only person that has footage on it.
Huh.
Yeah.
There was this girl that I hooked
Could
up
be
with
a-
that probably told me that she used to date Jim Greco like 800 times in the course of hanging out with her.
Man, girls like
They
to date
love
people
telling you that shit.
who are famous. What is that?
Is Panda always telling you all the different skaters that she used to hook up with?
No.
Fuck.
Luckily, I live on Long Island.
You ever thought about moving?
Yeah.
To where?
I don't know. I thought I would want to move out here when I was younger, and then kind of just never really wanted to. If that makes, I don't know why.
Is it because you wouldn't be able to get your girlfriend to move?
I mean,
It's
that's a
because
factor.
having the ocean on his right side all the time, he's used to seeing the ocean
sorry.
here on his right side. But if he's on the west coast, it's on his left side, and he's used to seeing the ocean only on his right side because he's on.
I think that's
Long
it.
Island.
But is your bed lined
California's
up that
on
way?
the
Like-
left. Yeah, which his bed the ocean's on the left side, and if his bed was here, it'd be on the right side.
Do you know which way is north right now? I have no idea.
North is always like up. And if the ocean is on your left side, if you're on the west coast, north is up, south is down, and if you're on the east coast, it's the same thing.
If I really,
What the fuck is
if I
going
really
on?
thought about it, I could probably figure out which way north is. I think it's that.
I don't know where I am in California,
it's
so I don't know.
I don't know, but I crumpled up the sticker that Austin put on my back, and I'm such a dab addict. I keep eyeing it in the corner of my eye like it's some wax paper.
It looks
that
like
has
wax.
dabs
Yeah,
in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Fuck.
Dude, fucking Austin's having a fucking romper room party over here. He's running around.
He's not in here.
doing
Can we
all kinds of
talk
stupid
about
shit.
Austin?
Oh, Austin.
What are we gonna do with him?
You poor unfortunate soul.
He's learning. He's learning. He's trying
he's
to learn.
learning.
He's trying to learn.
He's just eager.
I like the boy. He's still learning, but it's a little puppy boy. You gotta give him some patience.
What's the gayest thing you've ever seen me do?
Oof.
That's too many things to name right now.
No, really think. Really
The
think.
gayest thing I've seen Adam do. I can't think of anything besides just showing everyone your dick.
That was a long time
constantly
ago.
all the
Yeah, we've
time
done that in a
ago.
while.
Yeah, you don't do that much
Well,
anymore.
a couple months. But yeah.
I don't really know. You and Mr. Ernie definitely got a little grabby, touchy-feely back in the day.
No.
What?
He was kind of sus too, but I don't think that we ever were like sus together.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think I'm Mr. Ernie's type.
I would put
Maybe
money that
you're
you
right.
two have been
Up
sussed together.
I
I think
think
you two were sus together.
what I was hoping that you would say is remember that time that I was naked on the beach in
That was the
Spain,
gayest thing.
running
Oh,
around?
Jesus.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
that was the
but
most just you and fucking.
I thought for sure
Ponty
you were going to
just-
say that.
It
Yeah.
was okay to be naked on a beach, so Adam.
I mean, at
strips
least there's a
naked,
lot
no
of
one
other
else is
humans there,
naked,
not just guys. But yeah, that was
He's-
very.
jumping around in the ocean like a dolphin.
Well, it's weird
The
because
best
they.
part about that was there was you and Ponty naked in the shower next to
One of
like
the
little
Argentinians.
children and everybody in the fucking downtown city beach.
There's other
and then
naked
these
guys,
cops
too.
just
It's
come
weird.
driving down the lane and just go right past you because it's absolutely fine.
That's what I don't get. Is
Which is
like
cool,
if it's a
but-
nude beach for some people, it needs to be a nude beach for everybody, even if you're a big
No.
tattooed weirdo.
If you grew up without nude beaches, it's not your nude beach because you have too much fun there.
So that's how it works. Is that like if you were
like jumping, like you were having the best time of your whole
I
life.
just thought it was so
It's
funny to
crazy
be
that it's
naked in
allowed.
public. You
Yeah, I
know?
wish I had the courage to do that, but I was like, damn.
Yeah.
No, you're the one trying out for a naked reality show.
Oof.
Yeah, you are
This is
doing
not
that.
my podcast.
You might be- Charlie might be naked on TV soon. The cool
You got
thing
a
though is
beige,
that
like skin colored thong on or some shit.
Wait,
like
is that real?
Yeah. I imagine. Hopefully, the producer.
Full blown.
I'm gonna get fired from the show probably for saying
for
that, but
telling the secrets. Hey, have you ever worn a skin colored thong?
not yet.
You ever wore a thong?
No.
Me neither.
I've
No.
never
You see
put a
Chris
thong
Long
on.
wear a thong?
I've seen Chris Long wear a thong several times.
Damn.
People are gonna think that's true. They're not gonna think that it's just because it rhymes.
That's just a rap song, y'all.
Damn.
That's weird though. That none of us
Go
have ever
to-
worn thongs. You've
Yeah.
seen
Go
them
to-
your whole life.
The dabs. Here's
You
the
got
dabs.
water?
Yeah.
What about a bikini?
You should
No. Why the fuck would I have a bikini on?
Any
Or
of
I'm
like
just saying, you
a-
ever try one on?
No.
Any listeners should go to @RoyalBudsLA
Oh, true.
and bring Chris Long a thong to wear,
And he will wear it.
and he'll give you a free dab.
Chris Long is all smooth and suave now, but he used to wear like a hickory fucking old man farmer cap, and he'd have overalls and fucking.
He used to be a lot more rough if you rubbed him. He'd be
Yeah.
out of my hand. But now he's like, you're smooth and the top of you is greasy.
Yeah, now he's
Yeah.
different.
What's that hipster 21st century life?
It
When's the
is.
Chris Long podcast happening?
Do you think that people would listen to that?
Yeah, we're talking
I
about
would
him
listen
so
to
much
that.
on this one. Kids are gonna be like, "Who's Chris Long?"
on the Getter podcast, I told the story about Chris Long stealing the flat screen from the gate from
What
the
a great
Glory Hole
story.
house. Yeah,
Oh man, what else are we?
Chris
gonna
Long
talk
used to
about?
rob people's houses with a fucking ski mask on and shit.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I moved out of fucking New England, dude.
Craig, did you learn 180 ice grind to over fakie and 360 over like toothpick over 3 and 180 ice over fakie in the same line one time?
I mean, in the same session.
Like we were riding a flat rail and he learned. He's like, "Oh, this is a good tooth over 3. I think I've never really tried it." And he did it, and then he'd been doing 180 ice picks, and then he's like, "I think I could 180 ice over fakie this," and he learned that too. And then we fell in line with 2 tricks that he learned that like 10 minutes beforehand.
But
It
are
was
either
so
of those
funny.
tricks hard?
No, I mean,
This is like
harder,
2
but
years
not
ago.
too hard.
Right.
Maybe.
That was just a funny session. Good
That's
flat
hilarious,
rail. There's
yeah.
not that many on Long Island or
Lots
anything,
in
so
Buffalo. Lots in Buffalo,
just
New
fucking
York.
around on shit. I don't get to ride
Yeah,
that
was
much. I
Sabrosa
guess.
flat rail?
I don't right now, no, but so many of my friends do. I might
Yeah.
as well.
What about the S&M slide pipe?
But there will be an SMS slide pipe
We've been
in all
riding
y'all
that
life.
shit, and it's,
Maybe when
Is
this
it
comes
dope?
out.
it's dope.
I rode one, and I don't know what was wrong with it the day I tried to grind it, but I went over the handlebars trying to double peg it because
May
it
have
was
been
so
unwaxed.
sticky.
What color? What color was it? Dark?
aluminum-ish.
Dark in color or light in color? Because we have a light one, but it grinds good.
I think it might have never been grinded before at that moment.
It might have been the fresh.
Maybe
yeah.
there's just no wax.
Yeah, I don't know.
The elevation and the adjustment with the legs is cool. You can like put it in any weird position. We like set it up at Santa Monica. Did some cool tricks.
It's definitely sturdy, and then you can adjust it to
Yeah, like being able to put on weird.
so many different levels. Like there's a lot of different settings and
But have it
size,
still be
and
sturdy
have
if it's
it
like
up and
sitting
down.
on stairs because the legs still sit flat.
Put it
It's
on
crazy.
stairs, it feels like a normal rail.
Hey, what can you tell us about your signature Waymo frame?
The V2 coming soon.
There will be a V2 soon in everyone's life. That's just a trip. The fact that I have
Punctuating
an
is
S&M
V2.
frame at all is
Is
just
that crazy to you still?
crazy to think about. Yeah, still, of course it is. Like, just if you took little me and told me that in the future that would happen, I would be like, nah, dude, you're fucking lying to me. There's no way that's
Little
real.
Craig, it's me, Charlie from the future. You're going to have an S&M frame. You'd be like, nah, dude. Be
You're
like,
a liar,
Little Craig,
dude.
listen to me. I'm hanging
I
out
think
with
that
Big
really
U.
happened once.
Maybe.
Is there anything in particular that's different about the frame? Anything we need to know?
No, I mean, fuck, I suck at this sort of shit.
We're
I guess,
not even
but,
sure.
like,
He's not even sure. Yet.
I feel like most frames have a 75.5 head tube, and I know some have the 75.25, but I just think that's too much to go that steep. Personally, I like just a little more control. I feel like with it back,
Right.
He's going taller standover.
and
too.
then I want to do taller stand over, drop the bottom bracket. But that's really it. I don't know. It's a fucking tile frame, S&M frame, so I like it. I haven't broke one yet, but whatever. I don't know what to say. I suck at this shit. I can't talk up my own products.
Charlie, you got any last questions for Craig?
Last questions for Craig.
Final questions.
Let me think of something good.
It's tough to interview a friend, especially a
Just
friend
trying
that
to think of a good Craig story.
I hung out with Craig so much.
So much it's just redundant to the point where I don't remember any stories. It's just been
Yeah,
one
yeah.
huge day that I've been hanging out with
It's
Craig.
hard to think of like individual things, you know?
You got like 10 clips one day in Austin. That was cool. I just want to say that real quick. One day when we were filming First Frame promo, we get like 10
He's a good
clips
rider.
one day. 10.
We could say that.
Man, funny stories regarding Craig.
Is it weird to you that like riding has gone in this crazy technical direction? Like, do you sometimes feel like you have a hard time keeping up with all the insanity that kids are doing now on fly ledges and shit?
I mean, it's definitely getting crazier, and that's sick. I feel like I really try not to focus on that mindset of riding and kind of just keep it fun, because the second you do that, the second you start just thinking about shit like that and
Getting
keeping
upset.
up. I think it's sick because I always liked riding tech shit and always like doing like flat ledges or anything street. So the fact that is coming more into light, I think is dope. Like, I like all styles of riding and shit, but street is obviously where my heart is in BMX, and I don't mind that that's where the focus is at all. And I like watching kids get fucking crazy. Like, that's awesome to me. Like, I just am, I guess, an avid video watcher, and I enjoy BMX. So when I see a new part from a kid that I think is sick, or a youngin doing some crazy shit, I think that's fucking awesome personally.
That's what keeps you doing it? It's just like kind of you want to work on videos too?
That's definitely what keeps me doing videos as much, is because I enjoy watching them so much. So, you know,
you have to have your say.
Yeah, like I enjoy watching other people's riding, so I might as well try and do my own shit if I fucking love doing it anyway. So
Yeah, definitely.
that definitely keeps me motivated to ride a bike.
Do you think that when you think you'll keep riding after you stop filming it, kind of thing?
Hell yeah, I'm gonna ride until I can't
Until you
anymore.
can't anymore?
I'll be
Yeah,
the
that's
old
it,
guy at the
yeah.
skate park just cruising around circles.
You
Like,
think you would ride
like
different, or you
catfish.
think you'd ride exactly the same?
I could see myself getting more into just parks and trails when I get older. Just streets so rough, but definitely ride different. Hell yeah, you can't ride flat
Put some
ledges
brakes.
forever.
Put some brakes on.
You can ride flowers forever, right?
I'll try my hardest, but when I can, I'll put some brakes on and
Some
go to the
brakes
skate
on.
park. And
You
just
miss brakes?
cruise. No, I like brakes, but they're too annoying to have on your bike.
Yeah.
And I don't miss them though. No, I've had brakeless for so long, I can't even kind of remember riding with brakes at this point.
Right.
Right.
Charlie's gonna get you with that fucking.
Fuck you say about brakes.
Oh yeah, I forgot he's got brakes.
Oh yeah.
I would ride brakes if the lever just didn't suck for
It
bar
sucks,
spins.
yeah.
Bar
What's a
spins
bar
over
spin?
brakes. Sorry for
What do the
brake
kids need to know if they want to get good at bar spins out there?
If you want to get good at bar spins, you need to know that it's not going to happen in one day. Nobody ever learned them in one day. You're going to fucking jam your fingers, and you're going to fall and eat shit. And
They suck.
You just have to keep doing them and doing them every session, and one day you'll wake up and bar spin down a 5-stair and not realize that it used to be the hardest thing ever to get yourself to do. And that's what bar spins are, just making yourself get good at it or just obsessing over it until it just feels easy.
Right.
Do it until you can do it.
Yep.
Wow. Final words from Craig Passero, man of great wisdom. Do it until you can do it. You got any shout-outs, last words you want to say?
Shout-outs, too many people, my parents, my family in general, Chris Moeller, Rich Hirsch, Jim Selinsky for being the first person to hook me up, Robbie Morales, actually, too. Fucking you guys, Adam, Charlie, fucking OSS in general,
Hey.
You're
everyone.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you, too.
Thank you guys for liking me and thinking I'm cool.
Well,
I like you.
the thing about that is,
I'd say I like him, but
cool is it's a loaded word.
it is cool.
Kind of a nerd. All right. Well, this has been Become Up TV. I have no idea what
Yeah.
people are going to think of this interview. It was really something else.
What interview?
But this was us hanging out on camera for an hour, and I hope you guys liked it. Subscribe.
this.
iTunes, SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Don't take the mic apart.
Take it apart. We're done, right?
Peace. Wow. That was something.